Welcome, my friends. We are so honored, grateful, and glad to have all of you with us. Welcome to the Temple of Wholeness. This is your first experience with the temple. We are an organization dedicated to the awakening and brightening and health and sovereignty of all of those seekers, healers, and guides on the path. This is going to be the Church of Direct Experience tonight. This is the part of the temple where we offer ways for you to directly commune with the divine, both inside of you, outside of you, and all around you. We have a few different people who will be sharing some transmission, some prayer, and some blessings tonight. And I'm going to hand this over now to our first presenter, and I believe we have an introduction for the rest of this process.
Matt, I think you did just that. That was really beautiful and just setting the tone. I would just say happy solstice blessings to everyone that's gathering today. And really, I think this is a very powerful moment for code for the Temple of Wholeness. It's a moment where we're really entering out into the public and offering this very powerful space that we've been diving in together for more and more people to experience. And I think it's essential right now on the planet that we do that. And I'm excited for us all to just relax and to breathe and to open our hearts and let this experiencing go deeper than we could on our own. And I want to invite in Amber Hartnell, who's the founder of the Temple of Wholeness, who's really held this vision for so long to drop this elixir of wholeness into the field of our collective awareness and code. And this transmission today is really like a wave of that really going out to the larger field. So bless you and bless the team and bless everyone that's here. And may this time we spend together in the permission to blossom, that it nourishes every molecule of all of life.
Thank you so much, Teresa and Matt, for opening us up here. And wow, it is such a pleasure to be here gathered with all present in this moment and all who will be enjoying this recording after it's happened on this summer solstice, in this moment where we're at the turning point, where the cycle stands still. And it feels like a really potent opportunity for us to really consciously sow and nourish the seeds that we are choosing to plant and to grow within this cycle for the benefit of all. And tonight we have our beautiful Alice Frank opening us up with an attunement. I'll be offering a transmission with a song in between that and the prayer which our sister Rachel will be sharing. After that point, we'll have an opportunity to break out into some intimate groups for a few minutes with a prompt to share and connect in a closer way with each other, and we'll come back together to close us up. So with that, I'd love to offer the space to Alice to bring us into coherence together. Thank you.
Hello, beloved ones. Let us have a lullaby to the mind. So we close the eyes, opening the inner eye. And we're welcome to just tap on that space of the third or a small poem. Tell the mind to lie down for God's sake, so it can experience something that it could never conceive of. It until it feels safe, surround. Easy. So bring it love and fluffiest pillow. Soothe its every, but with the softest shh. Loose. Anything you want, just stop tickling me so much. How else to treat such a brilliant and tortured lover, child? So allowing 3 huge cleansing breaths, and at the same time rubbing the hair. Just notice absolutely nothing you need to manufacture that is you. You are this love already. You are this peace already. You are this wholeness already. It's just like you are this heat, this chi in your hands. So bring it to anywhere that it feels delicious, anywhere that it feels soothing to the heart, to the face, some softening, allowing your hands to show you, releasing to your inner wisdom. And with your right hand coming to your left shoulder, you're just going to go so slowly as you can muster down that left arm. You are safe to remember. 3 times down that arm. No matter what gender we are, we so often outsource our softness, outsource the divine feminine. So good to remember that she is here inside. With the left hand to the right shoulder when you're ready. Ooh, even slower, even softer. That nurturing. Remember that we need to say I in order to say I love you. So this self-care is everything. And with that, we're going to give one huge hug. And at first, be the hugger, be the best hugger, be a really, really good hugger. So letting love actually pour forth from the heart over the mind, over the body temple, the whole beingness of you. And now just be the hugged, so surrendering. And opening up. Opening to gratitude. I'm so grateful, so grateful that as soon as we close the eyes, no matter what is happening in the external life, the storyline of our life, there is peace, there is gratitude, there is a stream that is always happening, never not happening. So we go in pausing to go into the eternality of us, the eternal. Thank goodness, so much gratitude for making space to go all the way into the space of us, that we're held here by each other, knee to knee, in this space where consciousness is actually showing us that we are never apart. We're always one in this one. So grateful to recognize one power and one presence behind absolutely everything, every single cell. So I surrender, all of my cells capsize in surrender into this moment that moves through me as my life force, revitalizing life force to every sinew, every organ, every breath. That we are one with the one and could never not be. And one more thing before I turn it over to Amber, that there is absolute germinated through one pine cone into an entire forest, field of flowers. There is no difficulty in the earth orbiting around the sun. There is no difficulty in waves crashing against the shores. There is no difficulty in the beating of billions of hearts in one moment. There is no difficulty in the one organism that we are speaking through and as. So we give thanks to this life force emerging through us as us. And I bow to us. Thank God we're here. Thank you.
Thank you, Alice, for your exquisite artistry, always and always. And we're going to continue to ride this current of life force deeper and really harness it to fill ourselves with vitality and to nourish this garden that we are seeding. So I'm going to invite everybody to start with raising up to your feet. Come to stand here. And first, starting with your feet planted, really just feel the bottom softening into the earth, to the ground beneath you. And begin with a gentle bounce, keeping the feet in contact with the earth. Let all the joints loosen, soften, let everything become fluid as we begin to wake up all of our senses, waking up every cell, making space to receive. Now you can allow the heels to begin to leave the earth. So you can feel that thump reverberating up through the bones, helping to dislodge any stagnicity that may be held in the system. Letting the breath be full and deep, vigorous. We open to the life. And now allowing the feet to leave the ground, and as vigorously as you can, let everything shake, let everything open. Opening to life, opening to feel the fullness of our aliveness in this moment. Sloughing off any excess tension you may be carrying in the body. About 30 more seconds, give it everything you've got. And then come to stand in stillness, closing the eyes. And imagine that you're stepping underneath a golden waterfall of warm, nourishing, nectarous light flowing in through the crown of the head, flowing all the way down around the body, through the tissues, through the bones, the bone marrow, cascading all the way down and through the body, flowing out the palms of the hands, flowing down and out the soles of the feet. And allow this current to carry anything being held in the system that is in excess in this moment. Allowing everything to come into its equilibrium as we breathe and receive and let go. And as we offer all that no longer serves back down to the earth to be composted, we offer along with it our gratitude to the Mother for the gift of this life, of this body that we get to inhabit, to express through, to serve through. For continually composting what is no longer relevant and sending it back as nourishment. And then taking a moment here to reverse the current, beginning to breathe and draw up this nourishment from the earth, drinking it like straws up through the soles of the feet, drawing it up the legs and into the pelvis, and continuing to breathe it up as it swirls and whirls its way up and through the body, touching every cell, lighting up the circuitry, allowing this current to dance up and through you like a song, a love song from the earth to each and every one of us as extensions of her. Allowing the heart to drink it in and swell, softening open. Breathing it up into the center of the head and allow the mind to rest into this moment. Opening into greater receptivity for all that is here. And then allowing it to fountain up and out of the crown of the head. And as it fountains up, it then begins to cascade back down around the body, raining back down to the earth, drenching the ground beneath us. And just taking a moment to appreciate this cycle of life flowing through us, as us. And then ever so slowly and gently making our way back to a comfortable seated position to continue. And allow yourself to really settle in here and take a moment to bring your awareness to the surface that is supporting you. Feeling the connection with your base, with your root. And appreciate this support that is here and notice if you can settle into it just a little bit more. Allowing ourselves to arrive into this space even more fully. Now drawing our awareness to the center of our heart, to the glorious conductor of this bioorganism. And as we breathe, drawing the breath in spherically from all directions. Each inhale, we gather the energy and we stabilize it here in the infinite, to this doorway to the eternal, the seat of our soul. And with each exhale, we allow the ripples to spread from the heart, and we notice them and we engage with them. And as we continue to simply breathe in this way, holding our focus here, allowing each of our individual fields to tune themselves by holding this focus, the center of our heart. Tuning to the unique note, the distinct frequency that only you embody and emanate as your vital contribution to this planetary symphony. Allowing for any static or noise that may be present in the system from any fields that we've moved through, engaged with, to simply clear with each breath. Inviting every particle that is organized into this form that you inhabit to come into accord with this note. And with each breath, this doorway to the divine broadens, open. And the light that you are grows ever brighter, streaming and trickling through every nerve, dancing through the circuitry. Feel your song pulsing and throbbing within you, through you. Increasing the charge that is building in the field, such that we may focus it with precision. With clear intention. And as we continue to breathe in this way for a few more minutes, paying attention to your field, 360 degrees around you, notice if there's any patches that need to be filled in, if there's any further tuning that is required to bring you into full resonance with the song of your soul. Cultivating the solidity of your container. For all alchemy requires a container in order for the transformation to occur, for the transmutation that we are here for. And just a couple more breaths attending to this container. And with our next in-breath, all together, breathing in to this center at our heart. And as we breathe into it, begin to call forth in your awareness the seed that contains your unique divine blueprint. This blueprint that contains all of the information required for you to bloom into the fullest expression of all that you came to be, all that you came to bring forth as your essential contribution to this whole. And as we hold our focus, wrapping the seed in our loving awareness, allow each breath to be the water, the nutrients, the conditions of nourishment that the seed requires in order to bloom into its fullest expression. And tuning this breath with an authentic feeling tone of your choosing, whether it be appreciation, love, peace, joy, whatever is right for you in this moment, whatever the seed is asking for. Breathing it in, allowing yourself to really feel it as the seed swells in receiving it. Now from this seed, begin to gaze upward through the center of the spine, up the central channel, and up and out through this aperture at the crown of our head. Allowing this aperture to dilate open as we lift our gaze upward internally, reaching up towards the sun. Connecting in with these solar streams pouring down and into us and receiving this light as an essential nutrient for our seed. The divine frequencies of all that we are and have always been. Breathing into the crown of the head, breathing it down into the heart. Gathering the energy here to feed the seed. Receiving this light as the love of God, the divine. And as the seed, feeling how wholly loved and supported we are. Realizing the overwhelming abundance that is here for us when we open to access it, to draw it in, to drink it in, to saturate every cell in the truth of who and what we are. Claiming our responsibility, each and every one as sovereign beings, to open and access this energy that is available for us as our direct connection to source, free of any intermediaries, free of any distortion, pure, true, natural. And now, once again, from the seed, gazing down through the spine and allowing our awareness to travel down this central channel, down through the root. And as we reach the root, allowing ourselves to become aware of this intricate, energetic root system that stretches and reaches down and in all directions, reaching down through the layers of the earth, rooting ourselves down into her body, grounding our nervous system into the greater body of Gaia. And continuing to follow these roots, this luminous structure like the mycelial network of the earth. All of our roots reaching down, wrapping, connecting, entwining as one. Reaching all the way down into the crystalline core, the pulsing heart of our mother. To this shared point where all of our roots meet. And as we allow ourselves to rest here, breathing, pulsing, and in training with her rhythm, her heartbeat, aligning us in with the naturalness of our design, of knowing ourselves as nature. Accessing the profound regenerative quality of the earth. And inviting the mother to show us where there may be weeds in our garden that need to be pulled, where there is overgrowth that needs to be trimmed back, that may be crowding out new growth. What needs to be composted, returned to feed a new cycle of growth. Where we may need amendments in order to balance the soil that we grow from. And cradled here in the heart of the mother, recognizing the force of gravity as her love continuously drawing us close to her heart. And once again, we open our heart to allow our love and our gratitude for her to pour through us and into her, blessing her. Offering ourselves as stewards of her garden, opening to receive her wisdom of how we may participate in the ways that we are each uniquely designed to, in this turning of the ages that we find ourselves in at this time. Attuning to her song, her symphony. The symphony of life. The song of the birds and the bees and the breezes and the waves. The beauty of life. Breathing the breath of life fully, deeply, in reverence for this gift. And here, unified at this point of center, let us begin to pulse ripples from her core that emanate all the way out, touching every particle of the earth, blessing all of life, emanating this song of remembrance of the beauty and the bounty and the truth of why we are here at this time, to support her in her evolution as we come along for the ride and contribute by choosing to be awake in this dream, by choosing to be embodied emissaries of wholeness, knowing it first and foremost within, recognizing that as we do so, that we are naturally compelled by the inspiration that lives within our seed to pick up the tools of our trade and offer our gifts, our skills to each one we come in contact with. To be evolutionary catalysts that through our mere presence, being an emissary of embodied wholeness, that we spark the latent seeds that exist in each and every one. Remembering that this life here is intended to be the divine Leela, the play. That as we come into congruence with our seed, with all that we are, and we allow it to be expressed through us in fullness, that life becomes so much more fun, full of joy, delight. That creation delights when we dance, when we sing, when we gather together and celebrate the gift of being alive. And in this time of the turning where we are witnessing the death throes of the dying beast, that can seem so convincing in its very loud broadcasting of the fear programming, that we recognize it for what it is. And we choose to turn our attention towards what is eternal and true, and root ourselves into this infinite stability within our core. And that the most revolutionary act that we can take in this time is to choose to shift out of this survival patterning and into our birthright of thriving, flourishing. And that we give ourselves permission to fully blossom now, to feed ourselves and each other with love, with beauty, with grace. And once again, bringing our awareness back to the center of the earth. And one more deep breath, everyone breathing all together down into her, potentizing here together, gathering the energy. And one more big pulse, rippling through, reaching up to the roots of everyone alive on this planet. Opening the way to make it easier for each one to gain access to what is readily available when one chooses to turn inwards, to establish his connection, and to continue breath by breath by breath to return to the wholeness of our being. To gather all of the parts of ourselves and integrate them fully in to this eternal truth. And so we breathe together now, drawing all of that goodness of our shared field here in the center of the earth, all of the beauty and the bounty of the earth, drawing it up through our roots, seeing them light up as this crystalline energy streams up and into the body. Breathing it up. Thank you. Thank you, Mother. Thank you, body. Thank you to this field. Thank you for this breath. And we allow ourselves to come to rest once again in the center of the heart. Aware of the current streaming in from above, of the current streaming in from below, and savoring the blending of these energies, swirling together into the perfect combination that your system needs right now to feel full of all the goodness that is here. Full of your true self, such that we may offer the overflow of our fullness to all of life. And as we continue to rest here for a few more minutes, we're going to play a song. And I invite you, as this song plays, to just continue to allow the natural alchemy of these energies blending within you, of the revelation of whatever the seed wishes to reveal to you, and to soak and steep in the sweet tea of this field that we have cultivated together today. Nourish the garden. We are the circuit connectors between heaven and earth. And as we lift matter towards spirit, allowing it to be imbued, we transform our world into the likeness of what is most true. Thank you. Pass it to you, Rachel, for our blessing and prayer.
Thank you so much, Amber, and everyone who contributed, both with their words, their skill, and their presence today. As we continue to expand the aperture of infinite potential, may we have full permission to bloom into the radiance of our fullest expression and the uniqueness of our most precious gift of this life into the fullest service of infinite becoming. Oh, the freshness of this moment, the newness that it embodies and yearns us into the next through the portal of unyielding pleasure. As the continued revealing and recoding of fractal remembrance sings us into the ancient future where our suppleness is unshackled and our aliveness gives birth to the burgeoning elation of our visions being realized because of the clarity we claim now. May this prayer and all of our prayers become one with you, O great Spirit and bringer of life. May you continue to guide us with your grace as you lovingly teach us the compassion and depth that you hold. May your strength and kindness be heard in every word that we speak so that it may drip like the sweetest nectar from our lips. And may that nectar be received fully with the deepest reverence of a lover's kiss. We are here to dance with you, O beloved. We are here to sing with you, O beloved, and rejoice with you as emissaries of embodied wholeness of your divine light. May we emanate into existence and into infinity. Let this union lighten us, delight us, and inspire us into our eternal truth in service to your will, your being, your fulfillment of this reality. Feel this activation as our reclamation into the divine presence of knowing you and being unabashed to those who bear witness to our full blossoming of the infinite potential you have bestowed onto us. For this life is for all life. This breath is for all breaths. Allowing ourselves as nature, through nature, in a universal portal of unyielding love, connection, presence, and welcoming. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Beautiful. Oh, Mm. Ah, delicious, nourishing, all of it. I'm really looking forward to continuing to gather with you all once a month. We'll have an opportunity, at least for now. Maybe it will expand from there. But I am just deeply nourished by all that moved through every single one tonight. So thank you, each and every one, for your presence, for your contribution to this field. I feel so much love blossoming through me right now. Yay. Thank you each for being embodied emissaries of wholeness. And as we exit this gathering in a moment, may we continue to emanate these ripples and gift and uplift each and every one we come into contact with, every bee, every tree, every cloud, all things. Mhm. Blessings to you all. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you soon.